So today I want to talk about installing software on Windows. And in the past, chances are you've done something like come out to the Google website to download Chrome, for example, if you want to install this. Of course, you navigate through all the pop-ups from Edge here trying to block you. Eventually, you download the executable. And of course, then once that downloads, you can open that up to run it and install it. I'm not going to do that, though, because I want to show you how you can instead use something called the winget CLI to really simplify the process of installing just about any piece of software. So first up, if you have a newer build of Windows 10 or 11 that's even modestly up to date, you're going to have the terminal available. You can get that with the WT command. Just put in WT here into the start menu, and then you can right click on this and run as administrator. You may not need that depending on the software you're installing here, though I'm going to do that just so you can see what that looks like for software that needs elevated permissions here. Go ahead and run that then. And then inside of here, there's a winget command that's available. So this is also available in newer builds of 10 and 11. And you can see there are a whole host of subcommands available, notably the list subcommand here. So I could do winget and list here. Maybe I want to put in Chrome just to make sure I don't have it installed already. All right, I get nothing back there. So now I could maybe look in the start menu, nothing here for Chrome either. Instead, now I can go about the process of trying to find the Chrome application to install by just using the winget search command here, put in Chrome, get back some results here. The one that I want to use here is at the top here, this google.chrome. This is under the package ID. So typically the package you want is going to be the organization dot and then the software's name here. You might also grab a different build, like there are canary builds as well as beta builds. So you could use one of these IDs instead. I will use this one, though, for the stable build of Chrome. And now I can do an install here and pass Google dot and Chrome. So winget install google.chrome, run that. That's going to download the installer, in this case, an MSI package, very much like the download that you would have got from the Google website here. This downloaded an exe, this downloads an MSI. At the end of the day, they do the same thing, though. All right, then once that's done, it will go through the installer. You'll have a little prompt here. In this case, it'll show the progress of the installer, just like if you installed that by hand. Once that's done, just search for Chrome here. There you go. You can see I've got the app available. It's up and running, and I'm off to the races. So that's for Google Chrome. Of course, you could do this with just about any software, as I mentioned. I think probably 90 or 95% of the software I use is available. For example, I could search for something else, like maybe I want to search for the Brave browser instead of Chrome. I could search for that here. In this case, I get Brave dot and then Brave, also some other builds as well. So I could use one of those to install that. And then if you list out the packages you have here, you can pass a string to search. So now I can put in Chrome again with winget list. This will show me the version or versions I have installed. And so now if I want to get rid of Chrome, if I use the up arrow here, come back to my winget install, just flip install to uninstall, run that with the same ID. In this case, it'll get rid of Chrome. If I try to find the app, you can see it's not on my machine anymore. So that's how easy it is to install and uninstall software. And in addition to that, you can update software as well. There's an update command. This will list out the software on your machine that has updates available. One of the neat things about winget, it actually shows all the software you have, and it'll show any of that software that can be updated with it. Even if you didn't use winget to install it, it'll still show that software, just like programs and features inside of the settings control panel. Anyways, in this case, you can see I have quite a few options here for things to update. The important column here, this is the current version, and then this is the available version. So I can look through the list here, find what it is I want to update. If I want to update this one in particular, copy that ID again, then use the update and pass just the ID I want here. Or you can pass -- all to do everything and then go get a coffee and come back in an hour. And as you can see here, that just took a few seconds to update that software. So I hope it's obvious that using the winget command could really simplify the process of installing software. And one recommendation I might have here, even if you're not a command line guru, if you take the winget installs that you use and you put them maybe into a text file, you could literally just build a list of them. Then when you set up a new machine, you could literally copy the contents of that file, paste it into a terminal, and then go away for half an hour and come back, and all the software you use is going to be installed then. So you have a nice process then to bootstrap a new machine, which of course the vast majority of the pain there typically is in getting the software installed. You have to go out to umpteen different websites and download umpteen different installers and then sit through and click through the next until they're all done. That is a huge hassle. Now you could just get rid of that step in the process. You can focus your time then on, after the software is installed, getting it configured to your liking. That can be the next challenge there.